Graduate programs aren't about training the next Einstein. They're about keeping research labs running on the cheap. That's the truth universities don't want you to know. For decades, higher degrees, especially PhDs, were seen as the ultimate path to innovation and success. But today, in the era of big data and AI, are they just becoming a waste of time? Over 55,000 PhDs are awarded annually in the US, yet only 20% will secure tenure-track positions in academia. In today's world of big data and AI, does a PhD still hold real value? Or has the system turned into a massive assembly line, churning out overqualified graduates for jobs that no longer exist? Let's talk numbers. The US attracts over 1 million international students every year, with most of them pursuing STEM graduate degrees. Why? Because universities have cracked the perfect business model, one that relies on international students to keep the system running. 60 to 70% of STEM PhD students in the US are international students, many working as low-paid teaching and research assistants. For universities, this is a win-win. They get a steady supply of cheap academic labor for research and teaching, while students get a degree, often without realizing they were just part of an economic system. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most major innovations don't even come from universities anymore. 75% of the most important tech breakthroughs in the last 20 years, AI, electric vehicles, rocket technology, came from private companies, not universities. Think about it. Who's leading AI research? Not universities. It's OpenAI, Google DeepMind, and Meta. Who's pioneering space exploration? Not academia. It's SpaceX and Blue Origin. Industry-funded R&D has doubled since 2000, while university-funded research has stagnated. Academia used to be the center of discovery, but today, universities are falling behind, while private industry is making the real breakthroughs. Let's talk about the brutal return on investment of a PhD. The average PhD takes 5.8 years to complete. 50% of PhD students never even finish. If you're spending 6+ years in grad school, delaying real income, just to earn 10% more, is that really worth it? Only 20% of PhD graduates get tenure-track jobs in academia. So after years of sacrifice, thousands in tuition, and endless stress, you're right back where you started, competing with people who skipped the PhD entirely. Before the big data era, engineers and scientists relied on approximate mathematical models to solve real-world problems. Equations were our best guess at understanding the complexity of nature. But today, AI and machine learning can directly model reality from data, without needing human-made approximations. AI-driven weather forecasting models outperforming traditional physics-based models. Google's DeepMind AI discovering new materials faster than PhD researchers. Why? Because AI doesn't need to simplify reality into equations. It just learns from the real world directly. It's not just about AI replacing mathematical models. AI is replacing the researchers themselves. AI has autonomously written and published peer-reviewed papers. Google's AlphaFold AI solved the 50-year-old protein folding problem in months. AI discovered new antibiotics faster than human researchers. AI is now generating scientific papers, summarizing research, and even hypothesis testing, things that once took teams of PhDs years to complete. Why fund a research team of PhDs for 5 years when an AI-driven lab can do the same work in months? If AI is writing papers, making discoveries, and running experiments, then do we even need PhDs anymore? The smartest researchers of the future won't be spending 6 years in grad school. They'll be using AI to push innovation forward faster than academia ever could. For centuries, getting a PhD was the ultimate intellectual achievement. But in the AI era, is it just becoming a waste of time? Let me know in the comments, are PhDs still worth it, or is the AI revolution making them obsolete?